The Baltimore Ravens don't want Lamar Jackson, and they have done everything over the past few months to prove that point right. We have this report coming out this week from Ian Rappaport at NFL.com, who says that there's a real possibility that the Ravens are considering the non-exclusive franchise tag for Lamar Jackson. Now, report came out before that Lamar was likely going to be franchised by the Baltimore Ravens. Everyone kind of expected this, really, because the team and Lamar just are not close as far as the numbers go for a guaranteed contract, for a long-term contract, I should say. And we all knew that he was likely going to get franchised, but the non-exclusive franchise tag is a bit of a change up to everything we had heard, right? Because the consensus from the Ravens coaching staff, from Eric DeCosta, the GM, was that they wanted to lock him down one way or another for next year. That's what we heard. That's what many Ravens fans believed. But now they throw this wrench at us with the non-exclusive franchise tag. Now, for those of you who are wondering, what the hell is a non-exclusive franchise tag? Basically, there are two types of ways you can franchise tag a player. Number one, with an exclusive tag, which is what most people do, which is just it's a higher number as far as the amount of money the player is going to make for that year, but there's no way for a team to match that offer or try to offer Lamar more or that player more. So that's like exclusive franchise tag is just boom, you pay them and the deal is done. Like they are going to be signed on that team no matter what for at least in the next year. With a non-exclusive franchise tag, here's the thing. It's a bit of a lower number in overall contract value for that year, but other teams have the opportunity to offer Lamar more money. And the Ravens, at the end of the day, have the opportunity if they want to, or would have the opportunity if they want to match that offer. And if they don't, they lose Lamar Jackson, but they get 2 first-round picks in return. So that's the whole thing with this non-exclusive franchise tag. You run the risk of losing Lamar, but you also could get 2 first-round picks in return. Now, I'm going to be blunt here. If they do this, then Lamar should leave. Lamar should want to leave. Because at the end of the day, no matter how much Ravens fans want to complain about how, the Ravens don't pay anyone. It's a business. At the end of the day, it's a business. And it's a little disrespectful. And I know, we're talking about millionaires here. We're talking about millions upon millions of dollars, and I know. But from a professional football standpoint, right, for Lamar Jackson, putting his butt on the line, being the entire franchise, right, he puts his butt on the line more than anyone for this franchise. He produces more than anyone for the franchise. He saved John Harbaugh's job on more than one occasion. And we're seriously sitting here having this debate about Deshaun Watson making $230 million fully guaranteed, and Lamar never asked for 200. Lamar said he's willing to accept something less than $200 million fully guaranteed, or in guaranteed money. But the Ravens are stuck on offering him, 125, I believe was the previous offer. It's nuts. I mean, that's not even as much as the top 5 quarterbacks in the league are making. And the Ravens know this road. They did it with Joe Flacco. You made Joe Flacco the highest paid quarterback of all time at one point. And Lamar isn't even asking you to do that, knowing how saturated the market is, knowing how inflated, I should say, the prices for a quarterback. But this is a dude who's won the MVP, obviously. We talked about that. This is a dude who won the MVP, by the way, with Seth Roberts, Willie Snead, and Hollywood Brown for 4 games being his top wide receiving options, right? So, this is a guy who can produce in the passing game. It's a guy who I think has been honestly underrated as a passer because of the scheme that he plays in. And it just goes to show you, right? The Ravens, we tout them, again, Ravens fan here speaking. We tout them as one of the smartest franchises in football, one of the smartest franchises in all of sports. Everyone wants to play for the Ravens, play like a Raven. Yet we sit here, and they're about to make one of the dumbest mistakes of the entire franchise's history. They're about to let go of the best player. Y'all can be mad about this. As a player, he's better than Ray Lewis. As a player and the impact that he has on the field, he's better than any single player the Ravens have ever had. And I'm not saying he's as great as Ray Lewis. I'm not saying he's as great as Ed Reed or as great as J.O., but as far as impact on the field, direct impact on the field, because he plays the quarterback position, he's the best we've ever had in that regard. So for us to look at that and look at what he's produced, wins, guys. All he does is wins. You guys, and people want to say, well, you can't win in the playoffs. My G, if he was healthy the past few years, and again, if it's a thing of the Ravens think that like, oh, he's going to be unhealthy, blah, 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 and that's why I get it more than that, like than anything else. But if it's just the Ravens being cheap, which it seems like it is, the Ravens just don't want to pay him. It's disgusting. Not disgusting. That's hyperbole on my part. I apologize. Not disgusting. It's dumb. It's stupid. It's just not the right business decision to make. Regardless of injuries, regardless of all of that, Lamar Jackson has always played the majority of the games in every season. And Lamar Jackson has won at a rate that no Ravens quarterback has. Not even Joe Flacco. Not even the people, Ravens fans, we still love Joe Flacco, but he's not even, like, Joe Flacco isn't even coming close to, like, these wins. His rookie year, 6-1, 13-2 as a starter his second year in the league. The dude went 11-4 as a starter the next year, 7-5 the year before, and in 2022, team was 8-4 under Lamar Jackson in 12 games. And yet we sit here and we talk about, oh man, like, is he effective on the field? Is he good enough to warrant that money? He's good enough to warrant that money. If it's a thing of you're scared you're going to get him injured, change the scheme of the offense. Change the scheme of the offense. Let him play from the pocket more, and see where that gets you. But don't tell me that he's not worth it, because that's just a lie. We all know he's worth it. Everyone knows Lamar Jackson is worth that money. So we'll see what happens. But honestly, from a Ravens fan, from someone who for the longest time maintained that I think the Ravens and Lamar Jackson are going to end up working this out, this is like the most I've ever believed that these two sides eventually are going to part ways. And it sucks because Lamar wants to be a Raven. Lamar wants to win a Super Bowl with the Ravens. And I mean, I'm sure that John Harbaugh wants to play with or wants to win a Super Bowl with Lamar. But at the same time, I just think they're too far apart. Hopefully the Ravens come to their senses. There we go. And pay the man. Just do it. Pay the man. That's my advice to you, Baltimore Ravens. Pay the man. Let me know what you guys think, though, in the comment section below. Is Lamar Jackson going to get paid by Baltimore? Is another team going to swoop in there and take him and take him off the Ravens' hands with that non-exclusive franchise tag? What's going to happen? Let me know in the comment section. Be sure to also hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released.